Hello, Cherries, and welcome to Live Cherry Sunday, episode 170. And in today's video, from my hotel room on tour in Naples, Florida, I'm going to show you the easiest way to learn all the notes on the fretboard. So this is really cool. I normally go live at 12 o'clock on Sundays, but I'm out on the road and we have to hit the road in about an hour and a half. And so we're doing it a little bit earlier today. So thanks for joining me here today. And so let's get right into it. We don't need to know all the notes at first. There's only 12 notes and they're in different octaves all over the neck. So what we'll do is we'll start with the bottom two strings. We'll start with the E string and the A string. The E string, the A, the low E and the A. And you also have the high E, because the high E is the same thing as the low E, only 2 octaves higher. Low E, E, and E. I see my friend Daredevil in the chat. Hello, Daredevil. Give you a round of applause. Happy Sunday to you. So, yeah, what's going to happen is we won't learn every fret at first, just the natural notes. We'll start off real easy with the natural notes. So imagine on a piano, you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and that's the whole musical alphabet, if you know your alphabets. You have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and we're going to leave out the flats and sharps for right now. So we'll start off with the open E, and then first fret is F, third fret is G, and if you notice, we have these little dots here on the guitar, right? You have them on the 3rd fret, on the 5th fret, on the 7th fret, on the 9th fret, and on the 12th fret. And that's pretty standard on all guitars. Sometimes you'll find a weird guitar that might have the dots in weird spots. But it's pretty consistent among most guitars. So this is the musical alphabet. The 5th fret is the A. So if we're going to start at A, it's the 5th fret on the E string A. Okay? So now, if you go up to B, go up a whole step to B, and then you go to C, is a half step. So on the piano, you notice you have white keys and you have black keys. Well, in between the B and the C, it's 2 white, there's no black keys in between it. So that means that it's just a half step. So it's the same thing on the guitar. You have the B and you have the C, it's just a half step. Whereas A to B is a whole step. If you notice on the piano, between the A and the B, you would have a black key in between. So you have A, then B, you have a half step, and then you continue on, you have from C to D, and then D to E. And that's the 12th fret right there. And then from the 12th fret on, it just starts all over again. It's the same thing. E, F. So you can go down there to the open E, you can go to F right here. So E to F and then B to C are the only 2 notes together that are just a half step apart. There's no black keys, so to speak, in between them. All the rest of the notes are a whole step apart. So you have E, F, and then G, A, B, C, D, and E. So right there you have all 7 notes, basically, that you learned, all on one string. Really, really, really easy stuff. And let's see. Now, I think the next thing is that, it's good to memorize these 7 notes. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and E. And that's it. It's pretty much the musical alphabet. And you'll start to recognize all the other notes as well. Like for instance, you know, if someone says play a G sharp, well, you know where your G is already. It's right here. G is right there. So to sharp a note, you just go up 1/2 step. So that's G right there. G sharp. I mean, if someone says play a G flat, well, you know where your G is. To flatten a note would be to just go down 1/2 step. So right there, G flat. So there's the G. G sharp would just go up. If someone says, okay, play an A, you know that an A is right there. If they say play A sharp, you just go up 1/2 step. If A sharp or A flat, you go down to A flat right there. So really, really easy way to do that. So sharp means to go up 1/2 step, to flat, go down 1/2 step. This is a really great way to memorize all the notes on the fretboard, and then going up or going down, sharpening or flattening the note. Now you could do the same exact thing on the high E string. It's the same exact thing. Get the E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and E. And once again, once you go to the 12th fret, you continue up, it's the same exact thing going down. So E, F, G, A, B, C, D. I could bend up to E. Alright, so if you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications. I go live usually every Sunday at 12 o'clock. Today we're going live at 9 o'clock because I'm hitting the road at 10:40. So we'll be running out the door a little bit earlier today. So I want to say hello to a couple of my friends here in the chat. Jared Devil, my Steeler bro. Give you a round of applause. Always good to see you, Jared Devil. And Paul Merrill. What's up? A little bit early. Thanks for hanging out with me here earlier today. Scott Olson, you made it. Good morning. Thank you very much for that. Give you a round of applause as well. What are you drinking today? I know I got my coffee going on right there. As you can see, it's the JC. Trying to wake up this morning and learn all the notes of the fretboard. All right, very cool of you. Very, very cool, Scott. 6 a.m. here. Wow, you're all the way on the West Coast. Very cool. I'm on the West Coast too, of Florida, in Naples. Tom G, what's happening? Give a round of applause. Definitely coffee. Well, I've got lots of coffee going on. It's got lots of coffee. I got that coffee I just showed you. I have this coffee, and I'm just loading up on coffee. A little bit of water. I know there's a beer clock somewhere out there, but today we're loading up on caffeine, trying to wake up. Because doing a tour right now with Abacadabra, ABBA tribute band, and it's a great band. And today's show 5 of an 8-show run through Florida, and then we're going to Minnesota next week at the end of what day will it be exactly? The end of next week, I think. Yeah. Well, what's today? Sunday. The end of this coming week. So, very cool. So we went through the E string, right? And the high E string. So, you know, let's move on to the A string. So you have the A, open A string. We'll think about just the natural notes right now. A, B. Oh, let me say hello to my friend here. Scott. What's that? Another Scott out here. Give you a round of applause. All right. Scott Pedrillo. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. But This is a little bit different of a setup that I have here going on live in the hotel room. Can't quite see as far as, the computer is right now. But going to the A string, that's an A, right? It's an open A string. We're going to go right off the musical alphabet. A, B, C. Once again, between B and C, it's just a half step. Because on the piano, like I was saying, you have a B and a C, no black key in between it. That just means it's a half step. So you got C to D, whole step, D to E, whole step, E to F, half step. So just like down here, E, F. You have the E to F, no black keys, like the band, in between E and F, and then F to G, whole step, G to A. Then once again, you have the same thing going up. A, B, C, D, E, F. Oh, F right here, half step. F, G, you can bend up to A. Don't want to break a string yet because that would be really bad. But I only have one guitar. All right. You got it right. Oh, thank you very much. I guess, maybe I should put my glasses on. I could probably see a little bit better from far away, but thanks. I'm glad I got it. Don't want to butcher your name here this morning. It's too early to be butchering anybody's names, especially with all the caffeine that I've had. No excuse. So, thank you, Scott, for that. So, yeah, same thing on the A string. And, it's cool stuff. Now, what's really cool about this is that it's the same thing. You could find, if someone says play G on here, we have the G right here. They say, give me a G sharp. You just go up half step, G sharp. Or if they say, give me a G flat, go down half step. Right there. So now you know pretty much all the notes because you learn the natural notes first. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And you have 7 notes right there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I have to check for myself again. And then there's 5 sharps or flats in between in this key. All right? So that's all 12 notes. If someone says, give me a C. You have the C right here, or there's a C right here, or a G. You have G right there, or G right there, or G right there, G sharp. I would just automatically, and I still do this to this day, is that, when I got to get to a G sharp real quick, I'm not kind of looking and, seeing the G sharp. I'm looking and I'm seeing the first dot right there, and I'm seeing this G note, and I'm just going up real quick to G. So any questions about any of this stuff, please let me know. That's what I'm here for today for you. We're all here together hanging out, having a good time on a Sunday. Did you ever sleep? Oh, did I ever sleep? Actually, did you ever sleep? When? Like this week or this month? From last night? Why? Because my bed is still made? Actually I didn't. I have to be honest with you. I did not sleep last night. Stayed up all nights because I knew that I was going to be going live here with you today. And, it takes a while to prepare for this. I mean, I know it seems like a simple little operation going on here, but, after the gig, came back in, checked in, started putting all this stuff together, and nope, didn't sleep. And we're off to the next gig. And maybe I'll pass out in the car it's going to be like a 2-hour drive, so I might have a little bit of time to sleep there. But thank you. Sleeping's a little bit overrated. So, we're going to digress for a second. Listen to the sound I got right here. pedal board that I use live. This is the Dude pedal for slight overdrive. Here's clean. Here's the overdrive. Listen to this one. Oh, this one. Pretty cool sounds, huh? You dig it? I might just fall asleep right now while we do our live. Nah, I wouldn't do that to you. So, yeah, so any questions about any of this stuff, please let me know. I would love to answer anything that I possibly can here. So, going live from my hotel room here in Naples, Florida. It's just quite a trip. Just a couple days ago, I was in Dania Beach, kind of where I grew up in Fort Lauderdale. And had a lot of friends come out. It was a lot of fun. People I haven't seen in like 20 years. It was really amazing to see all these great people that I just haven't seen in so long. Got to hang out with them for a couple hours. And the last 2 nights we were up here in Naples. Now we're driving back over to Central Florida. We're hitting the Villages. If you know anything about the Villages, it's a just huge community that's probably the size of 2 cities. And doing a show out there, and then another show in Florida, then another show in Florida, and I'll be able to see a few more of my friends up in, I think closer to the East Coast. So, yeah. Fun times, good stuff. So, just to review, the easiest way to learn the entire fretboard, when you see this guitar right here and you're looking for the notes and you're like looking around like, I don't know, where are the notes? They're somewhere on here. Just learn the first 2 strings, the E string and the A string. And you got the E, and we're going to take just the musical alphabet, no flats, no sharps. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's all you have to know. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And know that you have the open string starts with E. So you're just going to continue around the alphabet, the musical alphabet. E to F, F to G, G to A. So the simplest way to look at it, you want to start on A. Well, here's the A on the 5th fret. Remember the dots are always on the 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th, 9th, and 12th. Pretty consistent on most guitars, like I was saying. So you got the A to B is always going to be a whole step, because on the piano, if you were to notice the white keys, A to B, a whole step, B to C is a half step, because there's no black key in between B and C. And then you have C to D, D to E. And the rest is the same exact thing. The 12th fret up is the same thing as where this nut would be going up to here. So you have E, here's the whole fretboard. Same thing. E, E, F, F, G, G, A, B, B, C, C, D, D. Pretty cool, huh? I just have an itch right here. I'm not picking my nose, I promise. Oh, I do have a pick. Yeah. So any questions about any of this stuff, please let me know. They're really cool. Paul, you were awesome. And do I get any sleep? Sometimes. I think the night before I did get some sleep. So that was cool. Friday nights, I did sleep a little bit. You got it right. Awesome. All right. So we are rocking. We're having a good time here on Saturday. Hopefully, you guys have a great Sunday here today. I don't know what your plans are, but whatever it is that you're doing, get out there and get some sun, get some exercise, play your guitars, learn the fretboard. You know, the cool thing about all this stuff here is that, you know, once you know the notes, then you can play pretty much any chord you want to on top of that. Because you got, you know, the A. So if you learn this bar chord, this major bar chord right here, you could take this same finger and just move it to any note you want, and you have that same chord. Like you have an A right here, you move it down to a G, play the same bar chord, now you have a G chord. You can move it all the way up to a D, you have a D chord. So just 3 major chords, so you could write a hit song right there with that. Now you don't even have to go all the way up here to play that D. You know that there's a D on the A string. We already talked about that, so where's the D? Well, here it is right here. Because you have the open A, B, C, D. You can play this bar chord, which is the same thing as this. Only it's the first 4 strings. 4 strings. So you can play the A, the G, what song is that? Come on. I mean, I just made this up real quick. It's a simple progression, but what song does it sound like to you? Far away from me. Right? Dire Straits. So far away from Really cool stuff here. I'm having a good time. Oh. Don't go sharing money? I don't know that song. Don't go sharing money. Is that a song? You answering my question? Recording today. Oh, that's awesome, Scott. What are you recording? Some new tunes? Love to hear it when you're done. With that, for sure. Let me hear what you got going on with your recording. I can't wait to get home myself too. I have a new song that I've been recording. I want to get that puppy done already, and just been so close to getting her done. So finish it up. You know, it's so important to be creative and to, you know, write songs and record stuff and create your own thing. You know. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I'm out here on tour playing great music with great people. But, you know, such a big passion of mine to write and record my own music. So really looking forward to getting back into the studio and finishing up some new tunes. Don't go sharing money, Jerry. Well, you know, it's too late for that, you know. That's all I do is share my money. Want some? All right, so we got a little bit longer. We're not going to go too long today. Because like I said, we're going to hit the road really soon, where I'm going to be bolting out pretty quick. I'll show you, this is where we're going. Going to today, we're heading out to where are we going today? The Paisans Club, that's in the Villages. And then tomorrow, we're going to the Venice Theater in Venice, Florida, which I'm not really that familiar with. Then on the 19th, I'm going to see some good friends. I'm going to visit the Duncan Theater in Lake Worth. And then the next day, on Wednesday, we fly to Minneapolis. We hang out there for a couple days, like 3 days before we play a show on Saturday at Hinckley, in Hinckley, Minnesota. So if you're out there anywhere, come visit, come say hello, come see a great ABBA band. Then I fly home on Sunday, so it'll be too late next Sunday to do the live. We'll probably wind up doing it on Monday, on the 25th. So, you know, keep that in mind. Prepare yourselves for next Sunday. And I have to maneuver myself over here to the computer to close this out. All right. So, any questions about any of this stuff, please let me know. Oh, don't go sharing your money. You're right. Duh. Probably too late for that. Or what they're thinking. But you know, it's just music. Maybe they won't catch it. No, they catch everything. They're pretty good. Pretty good with that stuff. So any questions about any of this stuff? You know, how do you guys memorize your fretboards as well? Is there any other trick, any other way that you could do this? I mean, the best way I know is just to, you know, learn the natural notes first. The open strings, obviously there's no flats or sharps in the open strings. You just have E, A, D, G, B, and E. So you could do the same concept everywhere all over the fretboard, even with your D string, D. You know that D, the next note E is a whole step, and there's that E to F again, E, F. And then you continue on, F, G, G to A to B, B to C. There's your half step again. Excuse me. So in the musical alphabet, you always have B to C is always going to be just a half step, and E to F is always going to be a half step. Every other note is going to be a whole step away from each other. So you could see that all over the fretboard. B to C, or B to C, B to C. So, you know, another trick I'll show you. Here's a little bonus. There's a thing, it's, what would it be? It would be down 2 and 2 to the right, 2 frets to the right, would be the octaves. So if you had a G, if you go down 2 frets, or if you go up 2 frets, go up 2 to the D string, and then over to the right 2, you always have your octave. No matter where you are, over here, G. So if you're hitting a D, if you go up 2 strings, and then over 2 frets, this little box right here shows the octaves. easy way to get to all the octaves all over the neck is to just go up 2 and over 2. Right? I tune for your pleasure. Remember that. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? One more shot here with this one. Yeah, there was the culprit, the A string. There it is. Okay, the only trick to this is if you're on the D string, the octave is, because the B string is a half of a step flatter than the other strings. It's tuned in thirds instead of fourths here, so the shape looks like this. Instead of being 2 down and 2 over, you have 2 down, 2 up, and then 3 over is the octave. So here's an E note, E, E. Here's the E right there. So if you had a D up here, here's the D right there. Or an F, G. And then once you go to this string, it's the same exact thing. C note, here's a C octave. Or an E. So that's a really easy way to learn all the notes as well. You have so going back to, how do I find the G sharp? Well, you know that this is a G right here, because you have the E, F, G. Well, here's G. So G sharp would be up a half step. G sharp. Now you have the G here, G here. If you go up 2 and over 2, G sharp right there. Same thing right here. So you have, 2 different octaves of G sharp. Or here's the G sharp, here's the G sharp. So you have quick way to do all the E's. Just put that one up. 5 different E's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to bend it right up in tune. G sharp. Crazy, huh? Scott Olsen. I think it was when I was learning to play bass, my instructor showed me the octaves. He showed me disco bass runs using octaves. Yeah. And when I'm playing the bass, I do a lot of that stuff. And, kind of like what would be stuff like that, right? That's what it is. That's that disco bass thing going on. It's like a little disco bass on the guitar, right? Pretty cool. Jeffrey Boyle. All right, you guys are awesome. Give you a round of applause. Well, this was fun, and hopefully you got something out of it. You know, we got a couple more minutes. We'll hang out. And so, any questions about any of this stuff? We're gonna bolt out of here in about 5 minutes. So, any plans for today? Anything good? What's going on? Oh, Scott, you already told me you were doing some recording. I'm hitting the road. We got a couple hour drive ahead of us, and luckily I'm not driving. So maybe if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get a little bit of sleep on the way, on the road. And I don't know if that'll be possible. I hope so. And gonna play some music. It's been going good so far. The tour's been good. It'll be show 5 today. And what I like to do after the sound checks is that I'll do a little filming, and I'll film the stage, and I'll do a little show and tell of my pedal board and backstage, and some of the stage, the gear on stage, and it's really a lot of fun. And I post it on my Facebook page and on LinkedIn. So if you're not following me on Facebook, it's Jerry Cherry Band, Facebook/Jerry Cherry Band, or LinkedIn. I think that's just Jerry Cherry there, and you could check it out for yourself right there. And it's every day on the tour I'm just posting this stuff, so check that out. It's a lot of fun, a little bit of behind the scenes stuff, some great venues like Scott's mentioning right here. Scott also some really cool venues. Yeah, lots of cool places. This run that we're doing right now is some smaller places so far. I mean, I don't know what these other places look like in the next couple of days, and the casino in Minnesota, and then we'll do like some bigger places like next month over in California and stuff. So you never know. We like it all. The other day we were at this really beautiful place in Naples, and it was just so hot. It was outside. It was like almost 90 degrees outside. It was a little bit brutal, but we did it. It was good. It was a good time. Hello, Vincent. What's happening? Sorry, I'm stretching over here to see. It's kind of hard to see. Walking the boardwalk down by the shore. What boardwalk is that? I could barely see that. I'm sorry, it's so small. I should blow that up. I gotta figure out how to make the text a little bit bigger right there. Belmar. Where's Belmar? Is that in New Jersey or Philadelphia? I've heard of it before. Down the shore. Jersey Shore? I don't know. That's pretty cool. Give you a round of applause for that, Getting out and enjoying yourself on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Beats sitting on a sofa on a Sunday afternoon, right? Something like that, right? If you play a cover song where it's completely different, I wonder if they can nab you for some kind of copyright claim. If you play it like a... Very cool. Well, guys, it's about that time. Gonna head out a little bit early today, so if you want to know more about this stuff, I do have a course, and it goes over fretboard memorization. It's called the Essential Skills Collection for Guitar. There's a link in the top of my description, so check that out when you get some time. It goes over not only fretboard memorization, but it goes over the whole circle of fifths and a whole section on the blues as well, which is really, really cool. So check that out. Guys, thanks for spending some time here with me on Sunday, especially so early, 9 o'clock in the morning, which usually we do 12 o'clock, which is a little bit later. Thanks for making some time today, Jay. My pleasure. I enjoy it. I really like hanging out with you guys and talking about guitar and playing guitar, so I'm going to do it every week, no matter what, no matter where I am, I will be doing it. So thank you so much, Scott. Very cool of you. Thanks, Vincent. You're awesome. Enjoy your day and your walk there in Belmar. It's going to be a lot of fun, I'm sure. Thanks, Jeffrey Boyle, for hanging out with me a little bit today. You're awesome. You guys are so cool. Paul Merrill, have a great Sunday, guys. Really, really cool of you. Thanks, Tom G. Thanks for spending the time here with me on an early Sunday morning. I'll see you next week on Monday. And I'll post exactly what time. Probably post something in the community tab there, or the community post, or I'll schedule a live for whatever day that will be. Probably Monday. Jared Devil, which I'll be home next Monday, so it'll be cool. All right, guys. Now I do have another video that I made. It's probably a little bit clearer than the one that I made today on fretboard memorization. So check that out when you get some time. And Scott, have a great day. Keep on rocking. All right, Scott. And check me out on Facebook /JerryCherry or LinkedIn, and you'll see the venue I'm going to today over there in the Villages. I'm going to post some little video that I do every day on that. So please check that out. I'll see you there, and it'll be a lot of fun. Keep in touch through that. So remember, be cool, be kind, be cherry. Like I was saying, if you want to see that other video on fretboard memorization, I'll put it right up there. You can check that out. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you later on today at the Villages. So check me out there. All right, guys? We'll chat. Peace. Love y'all. Have a great Sunday. You're awesome. Some sleep. Yeah. Sure. All right. Have a good day, guys. Bye.